chat. I've started a streaming. Let's see, what do we have here? Ooh, this is not bad. I like this start location.
Yeah, you can hop in anytime you want.
I'm going to pin my capital. If you guys come attack me, I'm going to kick in the nerds.
You know that it is. I'm constantly just waiting for this thing to load.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what is my...
But if you do hop into that general chat there, and that's just let me know, because I may have to manually set you up.
Okay.
I think I need to change the announcements channel so that nobody can talk in there.
I forget you guys aren't in the game.
Still loading. You know, it doesn't matter what I do or how good of a computer that I have.
Oh, the laptop will take longer than you, so you will not be.
Yes.
Although, I need to change my graphics settings. What is that?
I have the volume turned down on all my apps on my phone, but I forget when a commercial comes on, it just is loud.
Bad. Okay. Alright, so now announcements channel is only me. I don't know why. I seriously, I don't understand why this game takes so long for me to load.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter if I'm hosting it or not. I don't get it. Like, my computer is not a slow computer. It loads up it's like normally this game loads up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But whenever I'm playing with you guys, it doesn't matter if I'm hosting it or you guys are hosting it.
It always takes longer.
It's like this specific game is being throttled or something.
Well, there has always been glitchiness in Civ multiplayer.
Yes, but you remember during this Pixel Sharks event, the ExtraLife event, when we played this game, everybody else was in the game except for me. I had to wait around like almost 5 minutes before I got into the game.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm now just in the game.
I'm still
Holy
loading.
crap. I need to get on crap. I didn't get security line. I'm gonna be mad. I need to reinstall that. Oh, man, this is just bad. This is bad.
There I am.
I'll show her how to pin. I pinned me.
I can't put down yet.
Okay.
I'm Indian. I'm standing in tundra.
Ugh.
It looks like there's some spots north of me that I can go to. We'll see.
Oh, she's on a nasty little peninsula. No fresh water.
Ew, that's bad. Oh, I forgot to do my little shout outs. Oh, I got to load the page. For the people that have been kind enough to host me.
We could just restart this.
Oh. No, really? After me complaining about how long it took to start, I will.
You're in tundra. She's on a no freshwater peninsula. Just offering.
It's fine.
Okay.
You're the one who likes to give up.
And I have like a fantastic start point.
Yeah, so keep it. So today my hosts are JPZ Mineezy, Ion B, Chalice Mike, always my loyal hosts, and New Hippie. I need to add him or something. And New Hippie, he's a more recent one. So thank you guys for following. I appreciate it.
Oh, and we have Silver Zodiac and Alliance Navy hosting here.
There you go. That's that Alliance Navy. That's his that team that he kind of partnered with for ExtraLife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my neck.
Oh.
How was your neck?
I don't know. Do you need something?
No. I'm gonna grab something later though.
Are you broken?
Always.
Always broken?
Ooh, Torres del Paine.
Resembling tiger's teeth. Dramatically soar about.
Oh, I got a city street over here. Okay, so this isn't as bad. I need to go one more spot. I think. Yeah, one more spot. I'll still be able to get those horses. I've got silk now that I'll be able to get. I've got foxes, sheep. Okay, one more spot and I'll be better. You guys are taking your turn. I'm gonna look in. Oh, I should also make sure I say this on stream. For my schedule for this coming week, I'm going to change it in the channel. I'm not going to be on streaming any games this coming week. The odds are not very good. I'm going to have time, or I'm going to feel like streaming any games. Now that does not mean I won't do any creative things. I've got the app on my phone, so I can do IRL streams, creative streams from where I am. I'm sure Golgoth will not mind if I borrow his internet to stream some creative while I work on the cross stitch. So I'm really going to be working hard on it over the next several days so that I can get it done.
Get to something that's not surrounded by crap.
Faster, because I want to give it to somebody I want to give it to now, and I don't want to delay.
Desert and open ocean and no fresh water.
I would suggest getting the city down on the coast if you don't have fresh water.
Speaking of, I can now check in for my flight.
Put another city down on the wanted.
Haha. So I wrote that article yesterday, Mike. I don't think he's listening to me anymore. Talking. Nobody's listening.
I was trying to teach you to pin.
So I told you what I was writing about yesterday, right?
No.
2,000 word rewrite of an article about ransomware.
Oh, okay.
And I decided to focus on the InfoSec side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And a strategic, an emergency response plan.
Yeah.
So, I took what I learned doing what we were doing.
Yeah.
And applied it to it, and then used a lot of government sources from from actual source links.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a 5 out of 5 rating on the writing.
You got what?
A 5 out of 5 rating.
Good. It's crazy what authenticity brings.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it looks like we also have Nemesis-y. I didn't want to say that until I knew that's how it was pronounced.
Okay, so let's get a pin down here.
And I'm going to pin Bandar Brunei. It is a city-state.
I'm actually putting mine just next to mine.
They're money, so I'm going to put a coin.
Okay, so there, my pen is up. You and I are not very close to each other.
Dele?
Yeah, you're now on the other side of the map. She and I are closer. Is she Greece?
Macedonia.
Macedonia.
Yes, exactly. Same difference. They can pretend it's something else, but we all know what it really is.
Oh, Brunei.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, MS. We'll catch you later. And this looks like it's a dead end over here. Choose some research. I'm definitely going to go for that. Anybody who's viewing, can understand.
When you find yourself in a hole,
turn. It's going faster.
Oh, hello, Palanque.
You go. Thank you for joining us, Skinwalker. It was fun playing with you, and we'll see you later.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for joining us. And he's gone, but I'm going to go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
In my thing, shout out to MS Gamer. He is a fun gamer. He plays Zelda games on Tuesdays, and he plays Mega Man on the weekends. And he is secretly he doesn't like us. Doesn't like him to say this.
Oh.
You didn't hear it. He's actually Gru in disguise. And he's trying to keep the secret, but the minions have taken over his channel and are making it hard for him to keep the secret. Stockholm. What do you want from me? Construct the holy site. Well, you're going to have to wait. So I've got Stockholm right over here as my neighbor.
Alright.
What does it they do again? +1 great person point of their type. That's not bad. Especially if you get divine spark. Stacks well. How am I already losing at something? Blech.
No man ever wetted clay at his best.
I probably shouldn't hum the music that I'm listening to, but you guys can hear it.
Oh, hello, Persia.
Oh, joy.
Yeah.
Be ready for him to declare war on you.
Uh-huh. That's okay, he doesn't want to know where my city is. Which means he may not want to have to declare war. Just keep him from discovering me.
Well, yes, but he's going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to know where you are to declare war on you, and he doesn't even have to want to fight you. He gets advantages for 10 turns once he declares war.
True.
So then he can declare war on you, get the advantages, and then as long as the war, and then once the 10 thing is up, you guys declare peace, and then he can just declare war on somebody else.
Okay, let me pin Persia's capital.
Oh, I suppose I should pin. Yes,
Got a...
There. Oh, hang on. Gotta edit that one. I wish it wouldn't default to just showing the self.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I understand because some people plan out.
Hey, I found fresh water.
Jeez, that is not close to your capital.
Who's Palenque again? Is that the Aztecs?
No, it's a city-state. It's a scientific city-state.
Okay. I think this one. I don't know how they're supposed to. These are supposed to mean.
Okay.
This religion sells to this one. Not a farm. Choose some production to a monument. Or
Writing is easy. That's the positive aspect.
Alright. We'll...
Where else can I go now? Sorry, thought I heard something.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, you know what?
I don't, actually.
That's what I thought. I've been stupid. I'm telling you, I'm just not, my mind is just not in this. So, you guys have been hearing me talk about it. Now you can actually see it.
Civilization?
I forgot to switch the game. In OBS, it wasn't showing the game anymore.
Oh.
It was showing a black screen.
Oh no!
So, now they can see it. Like I said, just not, my head's just not in this like it needs to be.
I can imagine not. And your head is still going to be rolling on your shoulders for the next few days at least. Probably longer.
Choose a civic.
Oh, I'm at another city-state. Hattusa.
Faith and gold gun.
Or Hat USA, like Canada.
I have some Barbies. I got some
Hattusa.
Barbies. Yeah.
So I'm pinning things based off of what they are. The symbol. The sun is scientific. The round circle is supposed to be a coin. It's currency type.
You should just share those with yourself.
Oh, don't share them with you guys?
No, we don't need to see all of those. I'm doing a bunch of them myself.
Oh,
that
okay.
only I will see. I'm trying to decide, and the way I was looking at it was... Yeah.
Just do the
Is the sun is faith. Holy
Oh.
site. Hammer is factory. Industrial sector. The shield is your encampment.
Mm-hmm.
The circle, you're right, that makes a good currency. And for science, I was just doing the directional arrow because it's a compass. Quit digging. Yes, that's good. That's good. That's good advice. I'm going to focus on building mines for now.
Oh, there's some fresh water.
Yeah, that's what I said. I found fresh water. Okay.
I'm not going to be able to do the Great Zimbabwe here because I don't have any dairy.
Harry Carey, scary Harry Carey.
Salmon, I know one trick. Actually, just remind me to tell you later after we've stopped streaming, a trick that I've discovered.
Marsh.
Promotion available. Because I knew you'd give me a promotion.
Shade.
So, do you guys have plans for Thanksgiving?
Us, we are driving up to Virginia.
Okay.
I was going to invite you to come with us, but you said that Jane and Ryan invited you over.
Yeah, who's in Virginia?
My second oldest brother, John, and then my sister's family that lives in North Carolina is also driving up there.
Okay. Are you guys gonna be back on Friday?
we were not planning on it. Would Jane or Ryan be able to drive you to the airport?
I have to ask them.
Because we could stay down, and we could all just, all just do it together, Thanksgiving together.
Well, I think you're invited to their place.
Well, you know how good Ryan is at actually inviting people to anything.
Well, I get invited because he hasn't seen me that often. You send him a message and ask him about Friday.
Yeah, I think actually thinking
Thousands
about
have
it,
lived without
that
love,
might be too
without
much
craftsmanship.
driving.
Inspiration is a mere reed.
Oh, yeah?
shaken in the wind.
You think?
Well, just with everything else that's going on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, one thing, if you did come back and we rode together, I could drive to Atlanta at least, so you wouldn't have to do that like a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I sent him a message, so I'm asking.
Like, did you bother inviting Mike?
Well,
Like,
first
I
ask
didn't
him
think about that.
Send him a message. But it may be easier if I message.
Jane.
She's online. She may not be online. She's not in Discord at least.
I also work with him, so I'll see him Monday.
You two work together?
Hmm?
You two work together? That's hilarious.
I mean, it's different divisions, but other than that, yeah.
Still.
And
you
they're
work
divisions
together.
that sit right next to each other.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna go. When I'm done, I think I may load MS Gamer up, and he's streaming.
Hmm.
He's just fun to listen to, and if Zoe comes home while he's doing that. Cool. Some production going here. How much does a
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Huh.
If there are no dogs in have mysticism is the mystic.
yes?
And if we're invited, if we're gonna stay somewhere down here, I'm more than happy to help cook for Thanksgiving. I just need to know what they're going to bring.
Oh, yeah, we will be helping cook down here.
Of the
Perfectly happy.
Oh, they put fish in lakes now, if the lake is sufficiently large.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Do you have the Twitch app on your phone or other device?
Yes.
Would you mind opening it and going to my channel and checking the volume level
Sure.
after you finish your turn?
No, I'm doing it before. Oh, wait, you don't... Okay, hang on.
Aww. So you can't see it, but people on my stream will see it. My brother sent me a book to sign for a friend, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I don't recognize the name. So. And he sent a return label. That's nice. Oh.
How much
Oh,
wood could a woodchuck chuck?
he sent like an educational set of cards in German.
Oh,
For
okay.
Zoe.
Nice.
I was wondering what he meant when he said all that.
Cyrus has sent me a warning. What are you warning me about? My army's not big enough?
What?
Oh. He doesn't like that I just sent a city-state that he's met an envoy.
Oh. Yeah, they get a little picky about that. I'm not really sure why, but they get picky about it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Alright, you want me to check volume?
Yeah, just the volume level.
You look a little bit like Scott Johnson.
Okay, so... Well, thanks. I just wanted to do that.
Yeah, I think volume is fine.
Okay. That's good. I just wanted to make sure the volume was okay.
Okay, so, oh, thanks.
Yep.
I just wanted to do that.
I didn't need to hear myself.
Don't reinvent the wheel.
I need to set up some kind of... I need to finish setting alerts.
Some what?
I need to finish setting up alerts.
Hmm.
Now that I'm an affiliate, there are things I need to have set up.
Yeah. Amy, how is yours going? She's really screwed. She's on a peninsula mostly desert that has a lake in the middle, but it's a desert-surrounded lake. And her capital couldn't be placed anywhere near fresh water, so she's just on the coast. And then now she has barbarians coming down from the top of the peninsula.
Hey, it's a learning experience.
It is. And I'm sure next time we play the three of us together, we will restart and not do this one.
What we should do is
I'm a Sagittarius.
work that all out before we start the stream.
To have a happy and
Yeah.
engaged
Like
workforce.
get a game up and ready that we
Have a
want to play,
profitable bottom
and then
line.
start streaming
Mm-hmm.
because of how long it takes me.
Yeah.
That's the only, because this game is, it can be exciting. It can be fun to watch, but it also has a lot of points where it can be not so fun to watch.
Yup.
So, and staring at a black screen when the streamer forgets to put it up is one of them. Another is staring at the screen while the streamer stares at the screen, waiting for the game to load,
Mm-hmm.
and doing so for 5 minutes. Yeah.
Oh.
Music today brought to you by Call
By Sleepy
He's not going to
Time
tell you what
USA.
it is. He's just going to randomly hum it.
My brain, like you were saying, my brain is shot. I think Amy's brain is shot.
Well, you know that's what happens when you do drugs, right?
I don't do any drugs that are not legal. Or not prescribed to me, or whatever, that sort of dealio.
Those kind of drugs
My
still.
problem is I've just got barbarians now that I'm finally trying to move.
Oh, nice. Let's research something else. How about masonry? I got a lot of mountains down here.
Good.
I may be alone down here.
Mmm.
I may be on like an island, a small island. What kind of map is this? Continents?
Yes.
I may be on a small continent all to myself.
That wouldn't be terrible. Somebody built Stonehenge.
Yes. Oh, they did. Sorry, I was trying to figure out why I couldn't get a trader. No, I can.
Hmm.
Press. On. Time to choose Pantheon. I'm gonna be a moment.
Okay.
I don't know how close BioRose is to getting a Pantheon. Does she? No?
No.
She has no faith. I wouldn't either if I was in a place where she was started.
Yeah, but she could if she chose the +1 gold, +1 faith.
Yeah. That's how I always get it. But she got I think she probably chose the production. Which there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, tell her to switch that. Because she wants fertility rights.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
fertility rights is going to be crucial for her. I'm contemplating getting... Put it there. I'll get 1, 2. Put it here, and I think we need so much. Hey, welcome to the stream, Dirk. I'm okay. I'm trying to decide what Pantheon I want. I think I'm gonna go with the Tundra one.
The faith from Tundras.
Yeah, and that means I'm
Tundra
going to be
Pals.
putting... Yeah, I'm going to put my... holy site down there to maximize out that one, so I'm probably gonna have to buy a tile to finish that off. I don't think it's gonna take too long to expand on that tile I want to use for my holy site, so I'm just gonna have to do it.
We've got spaghetti and we've got the stuff from this one.
Yes.
I was gonna eat spaghetti.
Huh?
Said I was gonna eat spaghetti.
Okay, you can have the spaghetti. I was gonna ask if I could have the...
Oh, okay. Well, you're new to this game. Hey, Chalice Mike.
Yep.
I'm picking a religion. So, would you mind giving my viewer just a quick overview of what this game is?
Sure. So this is actually the game that the 6th iteration of the game that firmly established the genre of game called 4X. Kind of shorthand for saying expansion, exploration, exploitation, and something else. Anyway, the idea is explore a world. The what?
Expansion?
Maybe extermination. Expansion was the first one that I said.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, so the idea is build up your own cities, establish new cities, explore the world. You are exploiting resources, you are building technologies. I think Civilization 1 was the first time a tech tree was introduced in a game. I don't know, I mean, they definitely pioneered a lot of concepts that we kind of accept in a lot of other games today. But yeah, it's turn-based. You build your city. Well, you establish a city, you explore and start other cities, you meet other civilizations, you compete with them in various ways, religious development and spread of religion, proselytization, monetary gain, military might, scientific development, cultural development, all these sorts of ways. And it's pretty customizable in terms of your play style, so you could play a game where you just abjectly avoid war. You could play a game where you do nothing but conquer everybody around you. You could focus on any of those separate aspects. But yeah, it's multiplayer. It's turn-based, so it's pretty good if you don't have the mental capacity to really focus and pay attention too much. If you have to kind of take everything a little slower, you get the luxury of doing that.
Okay, so what you can see on my screen is just my capital right here. And this game, different from the previous versions, it requires you to build things outside of the city. So you can see right there, I constructed a mine over this resource. Here I put a farm. This is another mine right here. It used to be in previous versions, your workers took time to build these things. You kept the workers as they were permanent. Now in this game, you have a worker that's good for 3 charges. Usually, sometimes you can get them with 4 or 5, depending on extras in the game. And they instantly build, so you don't have to wait. And you also have districts. I'm putting a science district, and all of my science buildings will go here. Over here will be my faith district. Pardon me, my faith district. All of my holy buildings will go there. It's all these things. I can also put an encampment, which, based on where I'm located, I may not need one, because I may be alone down here on this small continent with that city-state. And I can also put in a theater square and a market, commercial district.
Okay, so 4X, it is explore, expand, exploit, and exterminate.
Okay. So, yeah. And there are lots of different kinds of that. Another one that we like that's similar to that it's kind of between previous Civ and this Civ. It's called Endless Legend. I'm convinced that the creators of Civ 6 saw what the people did with Endless Legend and borrowed some of them, like putting districts outside.
Yeah, so like
build things.
Buildings of any sort, whether it be districts or libraries or restaurants or Broadway, were all inside just the one single tile city. And then things like farms and mines and plantations, they were outside
Quarries.
the city. Quarries.
Yeah, they were all outside because they were on a tile. They were turning that tile into something.
But you could stuff.
You have to consider not just where you want to get your resources from, but
the land itself is a resource.
Yeah, the land. Yeah, so you can see on here, each of these things has these icons on it to show you the yield. So this one will produce 3 food and 1 production. Production is what you need to build things. We also call them hammers. So you'll notice that this up here has 2 hammers. This is 2. Has 2. So this is better for production. The other things you can do can really build up some of those. You can't see it right now, but some things will improve your science or faith or culture based on where they're located, and that's where you have to think about where you put your districts, because districts gain boosts based on where they go. And there's also luxury resources like this, which you had more of an effect in the previous game. It helps happiness. This one, it's a little bit different.
There was a 2010 Sid Meier's Civilization in 2010. It was based off of 4 parts of 5. Which was nothing to do with...
No.
Okay, yes.
So odds that there's somebody down here that I haven't encountered yet.
There was...
to give you an idea about where everything is in the world.
So you're talking about the one that was like just the
This is me down here, Delhi.
Or are you talking about the was the
So
entire
Mabanta
world,
Congo
or was it just
is Cellist Mike, who you were listening to earlier. He's all the way up there. And then
there's arguments that there was
that unnamed pin is where BioRose, he's talking to in the background, that's where she's located.
Yeah, we were talking about the origins of the game, and there being a board game that everybody accused Sid Meier of ripping off, but there was some controversy. Never controversy.
People just want controversy because they want controversy.
Yeah.
Everything is too good to be true. Everything must have a problem. It must have a flaw. And at this point, it's kind of stupid to even make the argument, because nothing is original at this point. Everything is just a copy or a rescan of something else. And where the, I don't want to say the argument, but where the distinction lies is in how well or how effectively you repackage something that everybody's familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
Like what Endless Legend did to 4X.
Yeah.
because I haven't found another 4X game that came out between Civ 5 and Civ 6 and now that kind of matches it. Endless Legend basically to one-up Civ.
Yeah, what I like the most about Endless Legend is that it's a fantasy base. I keep
that also creates another different kind of problem. It's hard to connect to that world.
Yeah. I think there has never been a game that has kind of supplanted to me the role that Civilization holds for me, because they're so historically accurate in terms of how different personalities played into the world around them, how different buildings and structures and wonders and historical concepts played into the world around them. They do a really good job of portraying that, I think.
I'd say an advantage and a weak point that Civ 6 has over in comparison to Endless Legend is it doesn't matter which Civ you play, most of the mechanics are exactly the same. There are a few benefits that each one gets that can slightly alter it. But the basic mechanics of each one is the same. It's the same in Endless Legend, the mechanics are the same, but the cultures have vastly different abilities. So you can't just plug and play.
Yeah.
When you start playing with one of those civs, you really need to take into account what they can do, what they like to do, what they're good at, and where they're located in the world. So it gives that game lots of variety, kind of like Stellaris. The thing about Stellaris is that game, from as far as I can tell, has so much endless variety in how you play it, because every civilization you create is going to be different. Because you have all of those ethics that you have to pick, and their focuses, and their race, which gives them different abilities, and so on. So you get so much, and then what the world it looks like also is very different, because you're in space, and sure, you're pretty much limited to two types of star systems, either ellipse or armed, 2 and 4 arms, but what you find in them is so random. I actually, in the game I streamed Monday, I stumbled across Polaris.
Oh, yes. Yep.
I know that there's is it a Lando system?
I don't know, I haven't heard of that.
There's one in there that, or no, I think it's Bespin. There's some random little ones that like little Easter eggs worlds behind it. But Stellaris is very different from Civ. It's not a 4X. It's much different. It's real time, big empire management. Now, if you would like a 4X in space, 2 is, and it's free this weekend. Endless Space 2 is it's good. It's Endless Legend in space, so it's got a lot of similarities to it.
Well, and even the original Master of Orion, the first Space 4X, I still enjoy that one.
I don't like those games.
I would struggle to go back and play Civ 1 or Civ 2.
I'd like to.
Well, yeah, it's great. But after playing 5 and 6, how do you go back to 1 or 2? But with Master of Orion...
I don't know. You guys tried to get me to play that game 2 years ago, and I hated it. There was nothing going on. It was just so. Now,
boring.
Master of Orion 3 is out, and it's supposed to be like a newer take, but it's the same kind of game.
It's been out for
break the mechanics.
20 years.
I know. But no one I know has it.
I hated it.
Even Ryan hasn't really tried to. The one that really wanted me to try mess with Ryan, and he was the one. He was even more ticked than I was about that whole game.
Each of us is carving a stone.
I really actually would like to spend some more time playing Endless Legend in space. You don't have Endless Space.
Yeah.
But Endless Legend, I want to spend more time playing that, because
we haven't explored. We've just barely explored it.
Yeah, we've gotten nowhere near really getting into that game. any of the games we tried.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then Beyond Earth. Beyond Earth was another one. I personally enjoyed it, but you disliked it, so we never played it again.
Well, I enjoyed it, but Civ 6 came out.
Yeah, Civ 6 kind of ruined that one. So many people like going back to Civ 5. I can't. At this point, I'm like, no, there's so much that Civ 6 gives you. Yeah, Civ 5 gives you other things that Civ 6 doesn't. But, hey, Sarah, how are you doing? No, Civ 6. We're actually talking about 4X games. We were asked about this game, so I joined and wanted to learn about it, so we were sharing. Yeah, I really, really want to get back into this Legend. Maybe that could be our Saturday thing for a while, because Dimmer can join us for that one.
What, Beyond Earth or Endless Legend?
Endless Legend.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go back and play Beyond Earth now. Maybe for like a, an event where we just want to go back and play something we used to play as a multiplayer party kind of thing. Yeah, maybe then. But no, I want to spend more time playing Endless Legend, because that's going to help me when I play Endless Space.
All right, Amy, I'm sending a chariot over
enjoys
your
a
way.
lot of the same benefits.
Oh, I'm not doing too bad cleaning up the programs.
Okay.
That is one thing I miss about Civ 5, gifting units.
Gifting units, yep. So, trade.
Oh no.
Somebody else got what you were working on?
I was 3 turns away.
That sucks.
Politics is the art of the
Ooh, government unlocked. Here we go. Alright, Republic or Oligarchy? Combat or not?
I'm here, Sarah. I don't want to say I'm doing well. I mean, I technically am, but it's been a rough week. I don't know if you caught my creative stream earlier. I didn't see you there, so probably not. But I lost a friend to a heart attack on Wednesday, so it's kind of things
tough.
a little different.
Yeah.
So this will be my last gaming stream for a week, because I'm traveling to visit Cellist Mike there, who you can hear talking.
Well, you can stream from here. You'll have lots of time.
Yeah, but remember, I also have to work.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you do have to work.
I can't really afford to take a week off.
Yeah.
So she's supposed to give me work tomorrow that I can complete. That will count towards Monday, and then Wednesday she'll give me some more to work on, and then Friday and Saturday. So. So yeah, if you've caught any of the creative streams, I've been working on the cross stitch. This one right here. That one. I've mentioned multiple times that my plan is to give it to the family of a fallen soldier. Well, I didn't know I was going to be giving it to the family, to a family that I'm friends with. So. And I want to work hard to get it done, but it's one of those I can't. I would love to just get to give all my time to working on it, but there are other things I have to do. Like tomorrow would be a great time because I'm traveling all day. I'm gonna have to write as soon as I get to the airport. Yeah, that's the one. I'm gonna be making it for. I'm gonna finish it, but it's dedicated to a different family who hadn't been told they were gonna get it, so it wasn't like I committed one way or the other. I'm gonna do something for him, that family anyway, but it's gonna be something. It's gonna be a little different. So, but
hello.
Right now we're playing Civ. Earlier we played Golf with Friends. That was funny. We actually got some members of the chat to join us.
No, right.
Well, one succeeded, the other one was miscommunication.
The map.
Everyone
Screen itself.
Yes.
Didn't help that Discord took up in the middle of everything.
Left click that one.
Oh, Magnus respond.
Right, now click up on me. You can do the same thing to me. Trade delegation.
Ryan's as bad as you sometimes.
No, you can ask for friendship.
Did you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, we just met each other in game.
Well, I heard the hello, so but yeah, Magnus is as forgetful as you are sometimes.
And I just offered you open borders.
I apparently cannot do open borders.
You don't have it yet, yeah.
Yeah, which is the point. And yeah, I didn't want to cancel this event today because I wanted to stay present and involved. Wait for those who aren't already there. You can stay up to date with what's going on with the channel in that Discord. Pretty much at this point, I only use it to announce streams and share clips. And that's not necessarily just my clips. I clip other people all the time. There's no reason I share those there. I mean, if this tells you anything, I only just today managed to set up the whole. This is how we will work. So we can have people talking in the general chat thing. Yeah. Probably I could have just invited you to the stream on because we had that viewer watching or joining us. Go here and heal thyself. So I forget, Sarah, do you play much of this?
The barbarians are north of you.
I think I'm just gonna have to fight the bullet and get a scout. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm shooting
it's
barbarians
critical.
right now.
Discord seems to be one of those essential if you're going to be involved in Twitch channels to be in, because not everyone is going to have the Twitch app.
Money, if it
So-
does not bring you.
With that said, I mean, I'm involved. I'm in a lot of Twitch and a lot of Discords, and I have to mute a lot of their channels because there's just so many. It's kind of like Twitch. I've had to go through and pick and choose which channels I like to get notified of, because otherwise my
You can choose Twitch channels
all the time.
you like to be notified in.
Yes. Man, your mind is in the gutter.
No, that wasn't bad.
Okay. The way you said it, it sounded like you were trying to. You know what's really funny? This continent that I'm on, there are two rivers that cut right down the middle of it. One starts way off to the east of me, near the edge of the mountains. Flows down to come right past my city, right? The other one starts in the mountains way off to the west of me. It flows down and goes one tile south of the other river. They're flowing in opposite directions. And there's only a hill separating them. Yep. And I get that. I've played a lot of different games. This one tends to be one of our go-tos when we're doing multiplayer with Pixel Sharks. We've had to start branching out because one of our current active members is on a Mac. What? Yeah, sure, what he said. And a lot of the games we play just don't go cross-platform. Endless Legend is one.
But we haven't tested it yet.
Exactly.
It may work, but I mean, so...
No, he and I tested it. It works.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah,
the
sorry.
developers for Civ have said that, they've been actively working, like the patch came out a couple days ago, like 6 days ago, for Mac and Linux, was supposed to be the one where, hey, you can finally play cross-platform, but they said that it's just so glitchy that they're not comfortable releasing it to the public the way that it is. So it works, kind of.
But yes, you're right, Sarah. That's like there's this continental divide right here. It's like it goes right down the middle here. It makes all the water this way flow this way, and all the this way flow this way. No. But so yeah, Endless Legend is one that we can actually play with Dimmer. So that's one. I don't know if his computer could handle Endless Space or Stellaris. Plus, I don't know if Amy's ever gonna get something like those two games. So we have Golf with Friends. We did that earlier. That was fun. Another one we like to play is called Windward, and that's just plop into an ocean in your boat and fight for pirates.
Because there's always enjoyment there.
Yes, we started another one. What was that one?
Leviathan.
Leviathan. That one's interesting. I'm still not entirely sure how I managed to beat him with a fleet of ships where only 2 were armed and all the others were not. It didn't. One thing that did help was I rammed him a bunch of them. Yeah, Windward is fun. It's just fun. Unfortunately, no one else on our team except for Chalice Mike has figured out how to get a functional server working. So we either have to play on public channels, public servers, or we play, or he has to set it up so we can play on his.
And as long as I know ahead of time, I can leave the computer running with the server up. But still,
do you have to be in the game for the server to be up?
No, the server is a separate program.
Well,
it's actually not even a program.
See, you've tried to explain it to me before, and I've said this 100,000,000 times. I don't get it because I can't see you doing it. While I'm there, I'm going to watch you.
Okay.
So maybe I could come back and so I can set one up too. Okay,
all right. Who gets an envoy?
Not quite ready for that yet. Let's do a settler. Where I would settle. That's another question there. Let's look around here. Because I'm not going to be able to go up here because of this season. But I could one down here or over here. What I may do is go over here. But I know that there are barbarians out here somewhere. I think there may be a barbarian encampment down here. So, and I have no clue what's over here. I know that there are barbarians over here. Time to go looking. Let's go for tech boost for construction game. Woohoo! Not sure what I did to get it, but here, let's build a watermill. Oh, we tend to do these on Saturdays there. So if you would like to join us for Windward sometime, just let me know. I do a better job of announcing stuff from my channel than Pixel Sharks does. So, I mean anybody in the Pixel Sharks, anybody else.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Silver Zodiac, he'll stream to it sometimes, and he doesn't announce it at all. He just gets on. But he also doesn't do it very well for his channel. Like he did a bunch of ExtraLife warm-up streams. He didn't announce, and the only reason I knew he was on was because I had notifications set up. I can host that. But so I tend to comment on them there, and I put them on my channel. So down below you can find there's an event schedule. So like the one today had like an official event, and then there's another one from Stream Labs. I think it is that does the schedule. That's the one that I'm trying to figure out a good day for me to stream.
Normal people believe
I was
that
trying to do early
normal
mornings,
people
but
believe
sometimes that just doesn't work out. And doing it midday, I just tend to. I have a hard time really staying on task in the morning. You can ask Chalice Mike, he worked with me for years. Mornings is not my time of day. So it's hard to do that, to get up and get working. So, and working from home is complicated. It's best to work while my daughter's gone, which is why I get up and take her to school and then try to get right to work. But like yesterday, I had virtually nothing done by the time I had to leave the checkpoint. So it's just getting on task. That's the issue. So the idea behind setting the stream schedule to come on at noon Central is because I'm trying to give myself the motivation to get as much done as I can prior to that, so that I can take a break and for an hour, do a creative stream, do a game stream, whatever, and then get back to work and wrap it up before my daughter comes in. So. Still my turn. Take your turn, Chalice Mike.
I'm almost done.
Then play for her. And see, at some point, once I get back, I want to, for the stream, I would like to get a retro day going again, and something that's current, new. It's like a new game that I'm playing through. I am doing Fluff World on Tuesday nights, so that's one. But another day I want to do Breath of the Wild playthroughs. Because my mom got me a Switch for Christmas. So eventually I want to do that, but I don't want to wait and only play it on stream. So what I may do is have my own version that I'm playing that I get ahead on. And that also gives me the advantage of being more thorough with that one. A separate one that I do for the stream. So it would be truly blind, but it'd be me figuring it out myself. For that one, I'm not gonna look around to see what other people are doing. It is that my mom messaged me. It's like, okay, I need suggestions for Christmas for you. I don't know. So I'm working on saving up to get a Switch. She's like, how much is it? And I told her, it's like, well, you're not going to get a birthday present. I wasn't expecting a Christmas present.
Yeah.
So, it's mom. She likes that, but man, she sent me a Switch, and for those who are watching the stream, there it is. It's a great system. I love this thing. Do you know anything about it, Mike?
No.
Okay, well,
the Nintendo Switch?
It's a handheld, right? So it's got a screen that you can hear with controls on the side. But you also have the option of docking it.
Oh.
So you dock it, which charges it, and also charges the controllers. You can disconnect the controllers and connect them to a other controller. You can also just get a controller for less than $60, and you could using the docking station, you can project it HDMI up to a screen and play it like a thing. I'm actually going to bring the Switch with me on the trip. So I want to start my own, and plus I want to play Stardew Valley on it.
Yeah.
So I may, if I do that, I'll just bring the docking station, and you can see. Nice. That worked out for me. I was afraid I was going to lose him there. I have no interest in Petra at all.
Amy's got enough desert around her. Petra would be really good.
Yeah, she should use it. I have no desert. Like, zero.
Yeah.
I have all the desert.
Yeah. As she said, she has all the desert.
You can have it. I got mostly tundra. Okay. Oh, policy. There you go. Well, I don't know.
Alright, I just made friends with Persia for now, but if nothing else, that will make him a bumhole to everybody if he does attack me.
Well, I want to put more of my green screen up around the side here, so I can use this. I can move this camera over there, so it's kind of looking at me from an angle, so that when I'm looking at the chat, it looks like I'm looking at the camera. But my wife went and put this forest scene up right here to make it feel like my room is bigger than it actually is, because it's not very big. Okay, so
That's what she said.
I'm going to reach towards the camera. Hopefully not. But my hand is right next to the camera right there, and right here is the green screen. That is basically just off of my right shoulder. I'm turned at an angle to you can see where my shoulders are, and and my left arm is extended, but my hand is pointing straight up. That's the distance between the camera, which is on the TV on the monitor, and the green screen. And the desk, the edge of it's about right there. I'm in a closet. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so every day I can come out of it.
But tonight, I'm cleaning out my closet.
What?
It's an Eminem song.
Okay, if you say so.
Ooh, I have Nagao Mabeba. I want to kill Persia. I'm going to build up a military force and wait till our friendship expires.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
I hope it works out well for you.
I've met Candy.
And so
It doesn't it? Doesn't it? That then creates a great illusion. Yeah, the green screen makes this thing look like it gets endless. But I mean, watch. Give me just a second. I'm gonna look behind the curtain. Ready? So I'm gonna switch to this one. Right. Okay. So there I am. Now watch what happens when I turn the filter off. It's right there. You can see my shadow right there.
No hour of life is wasted.
Okay.
It's not that far from the camera. It's maybe 2-3 feet. But what's behind me is costumes. Like there's a bunch of costumes right here, and then there's more stuff. There was just not enough space, and plus I put Zoe's Raspberry Pi right here. She has her own standing desk right next to me, and so because of that, I lost some space for clothing over here. So all of my T-shirts over there, because I don't mind pushing them behind the monitor. You should do that. But yeah, when I got here, I decided first off I didn't want to have an obvious closet right behind me. It's not like I have a room where I could make it look pretty cool and stuff. I mean, I considered leaving it and just putting all of my books up there, but you'd still see all the clothes hanging right here, and I didn't want that. I considered painting the wall the green that was necessary, so then it would just be there, but we would lose all of that clothing space. There would just be no way to do it. Another thing I considered was putting Zoe's desk over here behind me, because that would give me a space that I could actually turn around and do creative on. I have this down here. But then if she's ever in here with me, we'd be just bumping. We'd be all in each other's space. There's not a lot of room. Like when I stand sideways like this, my shoulders are basically at the edge of the desk and the green screen going back. I can't walk straight. I have to turn. But it's the only place in the house where I could go close the door and not have sounds overwhelming a stream or a podcast interview that I do as an author. Or now that I said that, I gotta share the link. You should check out my look at that link. I need to add a there so I can. Yes, it does. Like when because of all the clothing that's back there, and over here and stuff, there's not a lot of sound bouncing. The downside is, for one, the computer's right there, like right there. So the fan's not far from the microphone, so you can pretty much always hear it. And it gets hot in here. This monitor right here, and it's the monitors. It's not the computer. It's the monitors. They generate a lot of heat. Oh, crappy poop.
You put yours away?
Built what? I did not build that.
I did not either. Who did?
So yeah, sound-wise, it's great. Sound-wise, it's great, and I could just close the door and go get straight to work. It's fine. But working from home has some adjustments you have to make. Yeah. Yes, if you catch the VODs, pay attention to the chat over there. Thank you. I didn't realize you'd already got it, Sarah. It's hard, honestly, and I'm apologize. It's hard to keep track of who has the book, which is a good thing. I mean, if you think about it, that's a good problem to have.
Yes.
If you're going to have a problem, that's the problem to have. All right, so delete this for a minute. And I think I'll have one. Eventually I'm going to want to get by this tile because I'm not expanding fast enough. And I want to put my holy site down here because I've got the tundra one. So that holy site will be giving 6+6. And so in this town over here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'll put a holy site out here somewhere.
Set
So
your course by the
I'll be generating a
stars,
lot of faith.
not by the lights of every passing ship.
Oh, nice. That's nice. Since you finished it, I'm assuming you finished it. Have you gone and left a review on Amazon and Goodreads? Those that views cannot understate the importance. And I have my second. And remember, it doesn't need to be a work of art. It could just be, I like this, and some stars. If you are interested in keeping track of the sequel is done. I'm going to, this Christmas, I'm going to prepare another campaign for fall, and I'm going to launch it in the new year to get copies sold, because the sooner copies start selling, the sooner the publisher will actually publish it. So it's one of those, and it's going to come out simultaneous release with Audible, so you'll be able to get it as an Audible right away. It's done. I finished writing it. I just need to edit it.
Is he telling
This
you when
also
you get to read the next
involves me getting my work
Some
schedule down to something
people's
more
watching the
manageable.
stream.
One, so I can be working enough. I mean, I need as much as I would love to work very little and make a lot. That's not how it works. There's the encampment. Time to wipe you out. Jabul Barkle should be good for her also. Should I do? I don't need a captain. Let's not do it. I don't need a captain. Let's build a shipbuilding. Give me the monies. Oh, I have found Mount Everest. Yay. I shall pin it. Don't you have a mountain? Okay, so no. Alright, so I found Mount Everest. It's down here near where I am.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Depending on what's around it, I may put. I mean, there's a lot of faith coming around it.
Yeah.
Plus one faith to adjacent tiles, so there's going to be a lot of faith coming from it. So I could put. This is tundra right here. If I put a holy site right here, then I can get 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 faith boosted by that because of Mount Everest. If I can get through this, maybe I can go around it and put a city on the other side. That might be super quick. So then I can have 2 high producing or 3 high producing sites.
I've lived through some terrible
See if
things
I
in
can
my
buy
life.
this tile.
I've lived through some terrible things.
It's like, now when the science thing is done, we can build probably. Yeah, I think let's go this way. Okay, so it's impassable through there. Going to see. I think that to upgrade my slinger to an archer that's running farther. So you know you left a bag with me, right?
I do not know that.
Yeah, it's a black, that black backpack of yours that, like, it compacts down to be a smaller backpack.
Oh, dude, I lost that so long ago.
You didn't lose that. You left it with me.
But
And it's
I
been
have not
moving.
known
It's-
where it was for the longest of times.
Oh, we have this umbrella.
We have your umbrella?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
then what I was thinking about doing was packing my bag inside of your bag
Okay.
so that I could bring your bag back and then come back. Because I'm just bringing a backpack.
Sounds good.
The only question is, can I pack yours in a way that I can stuff it under the thing?
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, all it means is I just have to. What I do is I just pack my bag into your bag, but don't pack my bag. I just set my stuff around it, and then it won't have the big. Because the backpack I'm bringing tends to bulge near the bottom,
Your backpack
So-
bulges.
so it's hard to get under. Thing I could have to put it in backwards.
Okay.
We have a luxury. Okay, science district next turn. If it lets me build another, shit, I'm up to 6 population. Build another district right away, then I'm gonna build my
Oh, I'm at the Romans.
the Romans. Win in
Thus
Rome.
Romus. Oh, and they won't show me their city. But I can show where I met them. Let's see. Where did
For
I
me,
meet
honestly, it doesn't matter because none of them are near me.
them? Yeah. Well, if I met the Romans on water, they might be near you. Where the piss did I meet them? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what their stuff is.
They're southeast of me, so it doesn't really matter.
So why is there just an unnamed pin?
That's Amy's city. She just didn't name it. You put a pin in?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Now, see, that's exactly why I said that, Sarah, before you left. People go there and they see authors writing reviews or professional reviewers writing reviews, and they think, "Oh, mine's going to be nowhere near like that." And then they just don't do it. And that's why I say, your review doesn't have to be a work of art in and of itself. It doesn't have to be a book itself. If you just write down what you liked and why, you say, "I really liked this because," and "I didn't like this because," then you just give a star rating and a little title. Good to go. But Mike, I've been getting a lot of feedback about how they don't like, specifically they don't like Michaela's character. She's yet another helpless female. I'm glad you see it that way, because that's exactly how I want you to feel. Because the story on plays, you're just gonna feel more and more like a fool for saying that. That's the problem. Everybody wants characters fully fleshed out right away. They don't want to watch them grow and develop into something better.
Well, sure, if they're a foot deep, you can flesh them out right away.
I mean, I'm all for having properly fleshed out characters. I'm all for not creating trope characters, but like one specific reviewer complained, it's like every time a man in her life left, she felt at peace. It's like, well, let me see. She lost her dad and both of her brothers. Okay, sure, men in her life, but the brothers were people ones that she took care of as a mother figure. So it's like losing not just a sibling, but a child.
Yeah.
So do you really want to say she fell apart because a man left her life, or do you want to say a mom was torn up about losing a child?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, exactly, Sarah. That's what they want. And what they don't realize that I'm trying to do with the story is I'm showing them how a person chooses to become a hero. So, yeah, the people around her at the beginning of the story, when she encounters them, are a little bit more not capable, but they have abilities that she doesn't have, which means when it comes to doing things, they have an advantage on her. The idea was to start with a character who seemed unable to do certain things, to be like the matriarch, because she wants to take care of her family. That's what's important to her. And watch her grow out, not just out of that specific role, but into that role on a larger scale. Because if you want to see someone who's a fierce protector, give it between a mom and her child. You'll lose that illusion of who she is real quick. Don't mess with Mama Bear. Okay, I will come get you and we're gonna finish wrapping up. Okay? Okay. So, yeah, so they don't. I don't know what it is, but I specifically wanted a normal feeling person. So someone who grew up in a stable home and then started to experience things that some other families experience, but on a much more serious scale, because I wanted to force her to leave that and become something better, something bigger. And unfortunately, where the story drops off, she hasn't started that journey yet. She starts it. She started it, but she hasn't started the part that they wanted. So she does kind of at the end. She becomes a little bit more assertive. Why must you do this in here? Go out and I'll come get you when I'm done. Sorry, child.
My show of force, you dropped a city smack in the midst of my troops. I just got chastised by Cyrus for having my troops on his border.
How dare you not foresee what he was going to do and move your troops?
Oh, they were moving there to try to prevent him from putting a city down.
What part of don't come in here? No, what part of don't come in here right now do you not understand? This is why working from home is almost impossible. Because I'm here, I'm available. And it's always just one little thing. And it may only happen twice, but there's 2 of them, so that's 4 different interruptions. Anyway, another problem, Sarah, that I encountered with writing the story was that Rise ended up being too long, and I had to cut it. It was originally about the 2/3 point. It was supposed to be be the end of Act 2. So I had to cut what was going to be Act 3 and then kind of flesh out more the acts of Rise, so that there could be 3 distinct acts, and then take what was Act 3 and expand on it a little bit to create three distinct acts to be Fall. Originally, Rise and Fall were one story, and I wasn't able to keep, because the word count. I mean, I got to the end of what is now Rise, and it was at 5,000. Yeah, this isn't going to get published this way. It needs to be cut. There's just no other way around it. So, but because of that, because it wasn't initially planned to be 2 different books, where the story drops, it kind of feels unsatisfying, because everybody wants to have a story that they can wrap their brains around, that has a beginning, a middle, and an end inside of the story. But Rise doesn't really have that. It just kind of keeps going. But I mean, really, when it comes down to it, I suppose each of them are kind of like that, because it's unashamedly a series. There is an end point coming, but I need to flesh out better. I need to flesh out better something that's unique to this one. And this one, the second one, the second act, Fall, is one of the parts of the story I was the most excited to write, because a lot happens in that sequence. You see a lot of growth from characters, and you in particular, you see a lot of growth from Michaela. I like to refer to it as Michaela's coming out party, although she technically started it already. But by the time we get to the end of Act 1 of Fall, she's kind of completely cut off, and that's where she kind of has to make a choice. And that's the point of this book, is push people to the point where they have to make a choice. And then what choice they make, they have to make the choice that's the most true to their character, and then see what happens. And that's this entire story. The entire book is about choice. You choose to be this. You choose to do this. And there's a scene much later in the book where Quentin is asked, where on earth did you guys get off thinking you could do this? That it was your right to decide all of this for humanity. And you guys just think you were some kind of special, chosen one or something? And
Okay, I have a
his
pen.
response is, we didn't save the world because we were chosen to. We saved the world because we chose to do it. And there's a very fine distinction between being chosen to do something and choosing to do something. So, and the point is, anybody could have chosen to do it. We just given the chance and we chose it. It could have been anybody. And when it gets to the end of the story, the very end, it's going to be very obvious that it's not just one person making a choice. It's a lot of people making the choice. All of the characters in the story end up having to make a choice by the end of it. So, excited about it. I'm no against it. It can be difficult to break them apart, but I mean,
Create with the heart.
imagine
Build with the
imagine
mind.
this book twice as long. I mean, this is already a hefty tome, and it's one of the bigger ones. And I'm looking at some of the other Inkshares books. One of the books that came out around the same time as mine isn't nearly as thick. Dracula vs. Hitler is about as thick, but Dracula vs. Hitler is way too long. Sink City is almost the same length. But those didn't come out around the same time I did. But my published FCL Walk of the Dead, mine is thicker than Walk of the Dead, and it came out a month. the publishers made the decision that they don't want to have people publishing books that big. So I have to cut my fall currently is sitting at around 137,000 words, and I gotta lose 22,000 words. And I already know a way to lose close to 10. There's a scene in the story that doesn't need to be there that's going to be included as an extra for people that pre-order. Like, I'm going to give it to them as a part of the digital copy kind of thing. It's a scene it's an event that's referenced in the story, but it's not going to be there. It doesn't need to be in the story for the story to happen. And by cutting out a good portion, by cutting out most of what's connected to that part right there, I can get the story from where it starts to where it needs to be to move the second act faster, and cut out a significant portion of words. And then it gives me something to give people who are pre-order. I'm also working on a second short story that takes place in the world that's going to explain the origins of a certain character, and that you really meet in book 3. And that one may also be included because I think it's going to be, I think it's healthy for people. I'm of two minds of whether or not it's going to be good for people to know his origin before they really meet him, because it kind of reveals a lot about him. So I may wait and do it as a part of the book, pre-order thing, depending on if it comes. I don't know. We'll see how things go with this year. At least the first two that are going to be with me.
Sorry.
I've been talking to Sarah.
The one that lives here?
No.
Create
in the chat.
Okay.
Sarah Evanescence.
with the mind.
Oh, cool. Okay.
That's mainly who I've been talking to. I haven't been talking to you.
No, I knew you were talking to somebody. This was...
Yeah, and there are two Sarahs there, so I could be talking to two Sarahs. Although one of them is she's never online, and the other one is I only received her on Facebook.
Trajan finished the Oracle.
He did.
Yeah.
I know somebody finished it. I just haven't met him.
Yep, it was Rome. All roads.
If you haven't figured it out, I'm the one who finished them.
You're what?
I finished Stonehenge.
Oh.
That's why I got the religions so early.
Didn't we discover that last time?
If you looked at the religions, it'd be kind of obvious to you.
Made
If you looked at the religions that are out there, you know, it's such an interesting world. One of the things that I struggled with the first time I wrote these books, Sarah, is how to get you into a world without getting lost in the detail. Because at the time I was heavily influenced by the people I was reading and what I didn't like about what they were doing. There was a lot I didn't like about them. But right here, one of the things I didn't like was the superfluous amount of words that they used to describe things. And the most egregious of those authors was Robert Jordan, who would take 5 pages to introduce you to every room, and by the time he finished, you would not only know where every dust mite in that room was, but also the design, every dress on every woman in that room. Just like so much time describing things, and I didn't want to get caught in it. So I made a point of intentionally practicing leaving out the details, putting in just enough. Like what do they absolutely need to know? After that, let you visualize, give you just enough details to. But I also wanted you to feel a little bit lost, and I didn't want you to be able to figure everything out about the world from the get-go.
There is nothing but a plank without mathematics.
I wanted there to be some mystery to what it was, because the way I looked at it, when we go outside and do things, we don't think about, oh, our sky is right there and our sun is up in the sky and our water comes from under the ground or it rains or stuff like that. We don't think about those things. The only time we comment on them is when we don't like it, like, oh man, I wish it wasn't so rainy today, or I don't wish it was so. But even then, we don't actually say anything about where those things are because it's understood. So when I was writing this story from inside the minds of people who live in it, I kind of had to leave out certain things that would be considered like expository. Is good for giving you a picture of the world, but doesn't serve the narrative at all. So the fact that they are deep down inside something when the story starts, okay, that's all you really need to know. And it turns out, oh, there's a window and it looks out into the sky, which is below them. Okay, so where are they? The theories that I've received, like initially from people, and I actually haven't confirmed anything about them, about where they are. It's kind of interesting because people, it's informative too about how they see the story. Like, what is it that you're seeing in this story that can enlighten me on, how you interpreted what I gave you. A lot of people thought that the water, because they didn't understand what I was saying about where the water was, they just, in their mind, they could see the water above, and so they assumed that meant that they were in some kind of underwater world.
Oh, yeah, I never got that impression, though. But then I guess I understood the nature of the...
Yeah, you had unprecedented insight into the story, because I wrote and edited it while we were playing Civ 5.
Ow.
So I was constantly talking to you about what I was writing.
Amy, do you know where my trimmers are?
Exactly. It engages you in the story, because I don't know about you, but when I watch a movie that's been made from a book, I read the book, I see what I see. And then when I watch it on a movie, I see what the person who directed and made the movie saw when they read it. Those things can be two wildly different things. One of the best examples I can give is the Harry Potter movies. Look at Harry Potter 1 and 2, which were as faithful a rendition to how they were described in the books, as faithful a remake as you're going to get in terms of producing the world that I saw when I was reading it on screen. But then look at Harry Potter 3, which for me is my favorite book in the series, and was also my favorite movie. Why? Because they brought in somebody else and said, here's the story, you interpret it, and produce it the way you want to. And they brought that guy in because he's good at taking a story that everyone's very familiar with and showing it to you in a different way. He did in The Little Princess. So
talking about George
I was
R. Martin?
excited. No, I'm talking about Harry Potter.
Oh.
So they brought in this guy to give them to producers in the studio something new, a fresh take on it. It was pretty divergent on what views on it. A lot of people hated it because it was so different from the book. They saw them, they wanted it to be more like 1 and 2. But a lot of other people enjoyed it because it was like a fresh take on that. It was so off the wall compared to 1 and 2. So when I wrote the story, I intentionally would take the time to imagine it in other forms.
Who just destroyed Zanzibar? Oh, freaking Rome.
Yep. They are mean machines. Hey, I get a government. So yeah, I would take the time not just to imagine it as I was writing it, but I would take the time to imagine it as if I was watching it in a movie. When you do that, you can't help but see it differently, because so many details can be just shown to you. They don't have to be told to you. And it allows you to, and you can cut down on some of the dialogue to just the bare necessities to get things.
Just the bare necessities.
I would see the story differently than how, say, you were seeing the story. And definitely, I was seeing it differently from how I saw it when I was reading it. And the final battle sequence in book ended up playing out much differently than I had initially imagined. I had to change
I couldn't be fonder.
how I had initially imagined it going. I actually had to change the sequence and change some of the things they were saying to accommodate the fact that it needed to be explained differently than just shown to me. Plus, I wanted to give the kid a
We're
little
all
more
apprentices in a
stronger
craft where no one ever becomes a master.
So I'm already at the point where, like, I just expect you to see it way than I see it.
Amy,
So
are you going
if
to grab
someone-
that barbarian
If
outpost
someone were to take
this turn?
it and
I think so. Unless you can do it.
I can,
reimagine
but
it
so
as a
can you, and I'd
movie.
rather you do it,
I'm already ready to say, like, okay, how are they going to see it?
if you can do it.
A question for you, Sarah. When you were first introduced to Logwin, what was your impression about who the character was? Because I've received some very, very, very interesting results when I asked the question about, like, describe the character to me. Everything, like, not just what they look like, but everything that you got out of that first scene. And I get extremely different descriptions. Because, I mean, I didn't give them much detail. I gave them just what they needed to know.
Just waiting for stupid Cyrus to stop being friends with me.
Also, you can attack them. It's 30 turns.
Let's see. How can I see my trade menu? Reports, here we go.
Maybe that's long.
No.
But Cyrus wants to be your friend. Why don't you want to be his friend?
Alright, so no this direction. Okay. Oh. Okay. Amy, can you hear?
Oh, goodness.
Hello?
Yes?
I could hear him sitting there. Is he just ignoring me?
No, he ran off. Do you need him? Brian's trying to talk to you.
I was just gonna say.
What? What?
I was just gonna say, call it in 30 minutes.
Yes. I was asking what to you.
Oh, I didn't hear him. Oh, I was trying to tell you that Brian was wanting to talk to you.
It's like, why aren't you responding to me? Trajan has demanded a deal. Yeah. You're funny.
Mike, can you hear me?
Can what?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yep.
Okay. Because you keep breaking in and out, and almost nonstop. It's 5 minutes.
Oh,
And
wow.
I haven't gotten any kind of a response from you.
From me?
So, call. No, and I've mentioned you and asked you things, talked to you directly, and I've got no response at all. So,
You there?
can you hear?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Now he's muted. Try
Okay.
now.
Is that any better? Sorry, I tried to disconnect and reconnect to see if that would make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I can hear you now.
Did,
All I was trying to say was, let's call it in 30 minutes.
oh, yes. I was listening to you. I was trying to troubleshoot the problem. The first step of troubleshooting was just switching.
You can't hear. Stop that. You're breaking up whenever you talk. You stop being able to hear me. I feel like right now I'm saying something out loud and he's not hearing me.
Who, me?
Yeah. I just literally said straight out, you're breaking up, and when you talk you can't hear me. And you just hummed your way through it.
I'm sorry. I'm still breaking up?
Yes. And when you speak you can't seem to hear me. And right now you are having issues hearing me.
That
This isn't. Run away. Okay, so can you hear me? You say something, and I'm going to respond back and tell me if you can hear me while you're talking.
Oh, you know what?
Hello?
You are cutting out.
Yeah. See, when you speak up, I think your system is cutting me off entirely.
It's making you garbled.
Yeah. I'm not really sure where the issue is because I'm not really seeing any kind of dropped frames or anything. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, if it keeps this up, we may switch back to Skype for the last bit. I mean, part of the problem also may stem from the fact that AT&T can't seem to maintain anything resembling an upload speed. Still, and now what's happening is I think they know that they've geared their thing to, like, I'm not sure, but now whenever I do speed tests, it just sits there and sits there and sits there. Nothing happens until the very last second, and then suddenly it'll push enough signal through to make it seem like they gave me 0.5 upload. When in reality, for the first 19 and 9.9 seconds of 20 seconds, it was at 0. Yep. Lost my warrior. Actually, I think I'm going to buy another archer.
I heard something Archer.
Let's switch to Skype and see if that gets any better.
All right.
The person whom you're trying to reach.
Hello.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I just said I'm gonna need to buy another archer because I lost my warrior, and my other archer is too far away to do anything, and I've got horsemen coming at me.
Yes.
Yep. So, joy, 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 happy, happy, joy. I'm pretty sure I'm completely alone down here. There's no one else down here but Stockholm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's me and the Swedes. That's a civilization. I'm wondering why they haven't actually, got it back in the game yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Swedes. I don't know why they're not in the game. Oh, I have an envoy. Oh, sure, I'll send it there. Got no other place to send it. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't.
Oh, nope. You're still garbled, even with Skype.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it may be on your end.
It may be.
I'm not really sure. Sarah's stepped away, I think, so I can't hear. I don't know if it's coming through on the stream.
Oh, I imagine it is if it's coming through to each other. The garbledness.
Yeah, but I'm streaming to a server that's right next door to me.
Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll just have to wait for Sarah to come back. She may actually be over there writing with a review for the book. She's nice like that.
It could be the Chinese listening in.
No, because I'm so interesting of a target.
Mass collection.
No, this is true. Cast a wide net.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I should. That's such a long one now. I think I should do some of these other ones because they're going to give me more options down the road, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do some of these other ones that don't really offer that much.
Mm.
Hey, thanks for hanging around, Dor. I hope you got what you needed to know about the game. Appreciate what you joining us. Keep an eye out on the channel, because and that I posted a link to the Discord. I tend to announce these things there. So, but I won't be streaming much the next week because I'll be traveling.
I'm working on Terracotta Army and Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. I probably should have said something before I started them, or asked if you guys were doing them.
No, I'm not worried about those. You know me. The first two I want are usually early ones, and after that, it's a while till I get something else.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Whatever. That's another thing I like about Endless Legend is a lot of that stuff is not a part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it makes you change your style. Oh, no, I am not alone. I have met Japan. They were just over the mountains from me. Well, hello, Hojo Tokimune. Send a delegation. Oh, man, they changed that. It used to be you meet them and they would accept that.
The turn after has been successful for me so far.
Wow. They've done something with this interface.
Mm-hmm.
It's like glitching all over the place. I don't need your open borders. No. I'm hoping CQ can help that, because that's annoying. Like anytime, like it was all, the screen was kind of shimmering, kind of flashing a little, really fast, and when I clicked on it, when I moused over anything to offer and trade, it got worse. And him over there on the right. Where'd that come from?
I'm gonna be stepping away between taking my turns for a little bit.
Okay, well, I mean, we got about 20 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
So. Oh. I suppose while I'm standing here, I can work on getting this knot untied from my creative stream earlier today. It's not really going to be easy for you guys to see, but I'm using a 5-strand set. It's like most of the time you don't do more than 2, 3 strands at most. This one I've had to do 4 several times. And the idea is it's creating thickness to make something stand out more, so like trees stand out against the background. This one's 5, so that means I'm constantly getting tied up in knots. And they are just a bear to get undone. I had one last night that was so bad it derailed my work entirely, and I only managed to get it untied. Didn't get any more work done on it. So, oh, sorry, didn't mean to bump that. Yeah, set that right there so I can take my turn. Yeah. Let's build a market for now. See what we have over here. What are we dealing with? Oh, and so those watching, if you'd like to see what it is I'm working on, let me switch back over to this, and I'm going to show you wait a minute, this one, a picture.
A picture.
A picture.
Knowledge of stirrups.
With the advance of feudalism came
So
the
that's what I'm
growth
currently
of iron
working on.
armor.
Okay.
Anyone who's looking at it, that's what I'm working on. I'm currently working on the trees to the right of the eagle's tail. So just so you can see what it is I'm discussing it, what I'm talking about.
Looks like my deal with my friendliness with Cyrus is just about over, which is great, because Terracotta Army has 2 more turns.
Oh, well, that's good timing.
Yes.
That's very good timing. It's almost like you planned that.
Amy is building Petra. Good.
Hopefully she gets it. That's kind of, seems
Yeah,
kind
that's
of late.
important.
Petra's one of those things you kind of have to make a beeline for.
Yeah, but if nobody else has deserts.
Japan has lots of desert.
Hmm.
I'll tell you in a minute. I can tell you in a minute or so if he's got anything. But for now, I can't see enough.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait a moment. So, well, from what I can see from his capital, the town, it's not his capital, the town I can see, all I see is a holy site. He hasn't done any development other than that.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll just have to wait and see.
Trajan finished the pyramids.
Oh.
Yeah, so Petra's not quite so late.
My guess was right. Sarah was writing something down.
Ah.
She hasn't clarified what she was writing down.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to go out on a limb and say she was probably writing a review for my book.
Okay.
So thank you, Sarah. If that is the case, and if not, thank you for when you do. Preemptive thinking. That's what we're all about here. So I've been following you for a while, Sarah, but I don't think I've ever actually seen you stream. What do I want now? Either one of these works, so we'll build that one. Yes, the game is waiting on me. So holy site I want to put down here. So I'll wait on that. Oh, hey, I can hit you.
You've got it coming, Cyrus. You shouldn't have put that city there. couple more turns on his friendship.
What the heck? Why is this here? I don't know what this game is doing.
Maybe I should
yes,
save
it
it.
was. Somebody built the pyramids.
That was Rome.
Jerusalem. I found Jerusalem. So, what do you know from me?
Jerusalem,
Eureka for
if I
Starbucks.
forget you, let my right hand forget what it's supposed to do.
Or serenading by Mike. I think he's ad-libbing tonight. I'll be streaming Asymmetry soon. PC if I can. I can't wait for the new PC. It's an RPG version of Assassin's Creed. Yeah, Origins? Yeah, I've been watching Geeky Barista play it. Yeah, I think he wrapped it up. I watched him play for a little while, and I watched... the person who was here earlier, what's your name? Karkina Solar. He's actually streaming right now. He's from the Together to the Top community, which I think... I need to check this real quick. So, Twitch. Is that Twitch? See if I can find it that way. No, let's try it this way. Communities, there it is. So this community right here is one I'm a part of. And that group of streamers is all about supporting streamers, because as they say, just because you're at the bottom doesn't mean you have to stay at the bottom. Just because you're at the top doesn't mean you have to stay at the top. And so they work together just to help boost each other's signal and things like that. And that's actually how I found another streamer who I'm following, who's currently working really hard on getting his viewership up. And that's one of the things that the community does. So, and Geeky Barista is a member of that. So, I didn't find him because of that, though. I found him because I was looking for someone streaming cities, and that's how I found. And I think it was right after Azili streamed, if I remember correctly. It was either that or no, because Radiant Being, he likes to stream cities late at night. At least then he did. Looks like Japan is at war with Jerusalem, or was at war with someone who Jerusalem is with. Wipe them out. Oh, you had to leave them standing. One more turn, didn't you? Grrr. Send an envoy. Send some to Jerusalem. Why not, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go around Jerusalem. They don't like me walking on their borders, apparently. They're rather particular about that, I guess. I don't know. Boy.
And Amy, I sent you a friend request. You'll have to unpress your next turn button.
Ow.
You clicked it twice.
Yeah, I saw that. It was
don't
set
click it
in
again yet.
Egypt there, Sarah. It's interesting. So far, the people I've been watching, we're talking to, like it. It's not my style of game. That's okay. Everybody doesn't have to play every kind of game.
You just accept deal. And I had sent you a friend request as well. Try that.
Was Assassin's Creed your game? You used to play that, didn't you?
I did for a very short period on the PlayStation.
You keep deleting the evidence of your streaming? That's funny. Well, you know Twitch will do that before you after. So
No, Amy, you have to leave that menu. Leave that screen altogether.
All of my streams have been saved to YouTube, and those go back to 2012 when I first started doing ExtraLife. The first couple of years, that was the only time I streamed. About 2015, started to change that. Do a little bit more with the Pixel Sharks. but this year is when I really started doing more of it.
Does it let you right or left click it?
No.
But yeah, I was watching Geeky Barista play that game, and he enjoyed it. I remember his last stream with it. It was like, this game must end. He was so ready. He was so ready for it to be over. But I think that's just because he wanted to see the end. He was back working on his city again yesterday. That was right into the microphone.
Sorry, I couldn't even hear that. I just felt it.
Last.
I heard it.
Build. In peace. One is...
I think you tune out those things.
Maybe.
Maybe, possibly.
I think so.
Okay, so your turn's finally over.
Ooh, nice.
The one downside to playing multiplayer is
grossness from...
No. You're kind of dependent on everybody else to take their turn in order to keep it moving.
Oh, yes.
That's why I think the next time we play as the Pixel Sharks, we should set a timer, if we can, to each turn. To basically say, okay guys, we're going to focus. We don't need to spend 3 hours doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, you're dead, man. You're dead. You're dead. Sorry to tell you, but you're dead. Nothing more you can do about it. I broke you. Well, I didn't break you. I killed you. I killed you.
Yes.
I killed you. How much of the moolahs do I have? You buy another trader. Because I want to trade with Jerusalem if
How
I
much
can.
longer am I this Dingle's friend?
Do another builder. That'll do for now.
Longer than you want.
Okay, so we are about 10 minutes from ending this stream. I will probably not be on again today. However, let's caveat that by saying, what I do next is going to be with Zoe. And if what she wants to do is play Stardew Valley or Minecraft, then she and I will be back on. Assuming we're doing this one, she also may want to do if she wants to play Minecraft with me, then we'll be doing it on our iPads. So that won't be streamed. But if she wants to do something that involves playing a game on here, then it'll most likely be a Minecraft in German or a Stardew Valley in German. But she does talk to people in both languages. It's just we set the language for it to German. We just don't limit it to that. She does it mainly so she can talk. She can have streams for her friends in Germany to watch. And she's mostly been doing Minecraft, but recently I got her into Stardew Valley on the Switch. So if she decides that's where she wants to spend her time, that's what we'll do. We shall see. It's her choice. Produce something. Let's do another settler and put you up there. Fill policies. So what changed? What changed? Oh, that changed. I'm not building any wonders. So let's move you there and start getting some scientist points going. Hey, anytime. I'm always glad. In fact, one of these days, I think, and I'll advertise it a little bit more. I may do a spoiler stream where people can come in to talk about the specifics of the book, but also let them ask questions.
Let them eat cake.
About where it's going, and I can give them sort of answers and then actual answers, so they can decide if they, I give them the option of getting an actual answer if they want it. So basically, it would be a spoiler cast about where the book is going, and answers to, like, people can pose theories, and I can either confirm them or deny them or give them specifics or not or whatever. So,
excuse me.
Basically, just give the readers and the fans a chance to ask the questions that they want. So,
undo the friendship. Undo the friendship.
It's 30 turns. Has it been 30 turns?
I thought it had been.
Clearly not. Your math is wrong.
Because Amy and I's friendship has expired, and I thought I went friends with him not long after.
Okay, so now I got a delegation. Let's do open borders. Good deal. What do you got? We have the same stuff. Okay, so now that you've done that, stinker that you are. Ooh, barbarians. Okay, so I can't quite see his capital yet. But at least now I can... I should have taken them the other direction. At least now I can... yeah,
There we go.
I'll advertise it on the Twitch stream thing. I will advertise it on Discord and Twitter. You can, if you want, you can follow me on Twitter at Nidfar. Generally, everything I do writing-wise gets announced there. You could do that same thing, but do Facebook.com. And you can follow my author page if you want. All the stuff that you may have. So, but.
Alright, Amy, I'm establishing a road to your new colony.
So that's another way to get spoilers, because I actually am writing the 3rd book on that stream. That's one I definitely try to make sure I do early in the morning, because. And I only do it for 30 minutes because I like to get, the day moving. But it gets my creative juices flowing in a way that to me feels more productive. Alright, let's build a farm. We'll build a step well, that's even better. Go this way, we're going to go around. There's barbarians down here trapped, I think, because of mountains. That's funny. That's funny. Poor Barbies. I don't know what hit them.
Man, this city's about to not know what hit it. Boom.
But since I was talking about them earlier, I should do some shout-outs. So, if you aren't already, I'm not in the game, but here. If you aren't already following Yazili or Gigi Barista, because I was talking about them earlier, they are 2 very excellent streamers.
Okay.
Yazili spends a lot of time streaming City Skylines. She's going to be front page. She's been featured front page already on Twitch.
Okay.
And she's going to be featured again in December. She builds massive cities, and she's like, it's like watching an artist design a city, because she's so particular and detailed about things.
Yeah.
And her city the one she's currently working on is something to behold. But she also does Planet Coaster, and Gigi Barista, who I was talking about earlier. He played Assassin's Creed Origins, but he plays a lot of City Skylines and Planet Coaster also.
Okay.
And actually, one of his things he likes to do when he gets like a decent size host pop in, he has a pre-recorded ride on a roller coaster where the camera is not looking ahead but looking back at the front cab.
Yeah. And
he puts himself in there mirrored, and he rides and he has this particular song he does, and he rides the ride just acts silly on the camera. It's just like, he gets a sudden influx of viewers. He likes to do that just to say hey.
Yeah.
And I think anytime somebody subs to his channel, he has to eat a random jelly bean from this gross box of jelly beans. And he'll hold it out. Like, he'll go, okay, so here, there, so you can see what it is, and then he'll eat it without looking. And yeah, the faces he makes when he gets that, it's quite entertaining. So we got that. This settler should go... I mean, I'd love to put one up there, but it looks like there's another civ up there, so I'm not going near that. So we're going to head this direction.
Yay, I just took a settler from Persia.
Oh, so your friendship finally ended?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you don't want to assume. Man, those barbarian horse archers are so weak. Yeah, I guess I got to start coming up with something that I'm going to do. See, one of the decisions I need to make is about the theme of the channel. I've been going with the whole the whole collective thing, but people know me more in the channels for the Congo rats than anything else.
Oh, okay.
And so I know I'm going to make my first emoji, or the emoticon on here. That's going to be Congo rats. It's going to be a Congoing rat. But I'm wondering if I was thinking about changing things to something like the Rat Pack or something like that.
Okay.
And there's a stream thing that you can do. There's an overlay that goes across the bottom. So when people are in chat, they have this little I don't know what you call it, like an NPC of them down along the bottom.
Oh, avatar.
And yeah, an avatar of them. And I've seen lynx walking back and forth. I've seen dogs. I've seen some kind of cat creature. Oh man, what destroyed it? Oh, a horseman. Crap. Well, at least that was the one that hadn't really. Now I gotta wait. How much? Gotta wait at least one more turn before I can buy another one. But so if I can figure out the MS Gamer, I think he has the program now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of getting a bunch of little rat avatar icons.
Yeah.
So that I can set it up. But that's another thing. But some things like that I don't necessarily want to do until I've made the switch to using the other computer to do, because I kind of have what I need already to do it.
Gotcha.
I've got the capture card.
Yeah.
Which can run on that computer. I can play and send from here to that one, and the capture card and the software can do the rest of the work. But the problem with using that capture card is you have to use that specific software.
Oh.
And it is less than functional when it comes to changing your overlays. And it doesn't pick up system sound at all.
Really?
Yeah, so like I did a stream with Zoe the other day where I knew it didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, anything from Ratatouille would work. Sarah. I could the overlay was selected, but it never showed it. So the whole time when the stream was starting, during the setup, I let it play the Stardew Valley music, and it just showed the Stardew Valley thing for like 5 minutes before it started. So the whole intro thing it has to be rethought out.
Okay.
Eventually, I'd rather just like to do like a normal capture card, an internal capture card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I met Lisbon. And they want to be converted religiously. I can do that. I will gladly convert you. So far, there is no place over here to put a. Somebody built the mausoleum. Gee, I wonder who that is.
Yeah.
But first, I got to figure out what that program is. Ever since the ExtraLife stream, I've been having issues with running OBS on here. It's just eating up so much of my. It was already eating up a lot of the CPU, and it does that. But
yeah,
depending on the game, and I think honestly, Fallout is the one that caused the problems. Like I've gone back and watched that first hour of the stream, and it was so choppy, and it was never the same after that. It never got it never, and I'm convinced that the 2 blue screens of death I got were OBS, because OBS has done that. OBS doesn't shut down properly half the time, so I'm exploring other options.
Yeah.
To try.
It's just irritating that Gamecaster and Broadcaster got funky.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to XSplit, because XSplit was never effective. It always had issues. But I've got some caster friends who swear by XSplit. So who knows? All right, so why don't you just build an archer instead of me spending money on it? Because then that would allow me to buy this, so I can build the campus. Oh no! I'm spending it there. +4 science on that one. Check. So it doesn't look like there's going to be any place for me to put a city over there. The only other option is to put a city that's going to have a bunch of unusable snow squares. Can I put districts on those?
Tundra, yes. Snow, I don't think so.
Yeah, so that means I pretty much could only put wonders on there.
I didn't know you could put wonders on them.
Yeah, so it's useless. Putting a city down there is just a waste of space.
I am researching. It's 580, and I have 2 turns so I can build musketmen.
As far as I can tell, Kyoto is not working on. Japan is not working on Petra. So
Okay.
the one civ I can see is
How
Okay.
much longer do you have till Petra? 9 turns.
9 turns. Okay. So let's. Shall we save at the beginning of this turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
I'm moving. My army is moving towards the Persian capital. I already took the stupid city that they. Only took a couple turns for that city.
All right. So. We're gonna wrap it up here. As I said, me coming back on entirely depends on Zoe. Otherwise, don't expect to see me doing anything but creative during the week, and I'll be doing it from my phone. So we'll see. Thanks again for everybody for joining. Durkistan for hopping in earlier and asking about the game. Sarah, thanks for just being there. It was fun to talk about my story. I like doing that. And thanks to Skinwalker earlier for coming along and having fun with us in Words with Friends.
Yes,
Oh,
everybody,
Dimmer's
thank
home. Dimmer's home.
you. Now he's home. It
And he
is
says it's
late
his
his
birthday.
time.
Why are you still up?
Yeah. That is a good
It's-
question.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning where he is it? Or is it?
1.
No, because he's 7 hours ahead of me, so it's midnight.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking. Sorry, 17. I forgot. I made this stupid mistake. So it's midnight where he is. It's like, are you here to play? Because I suppose we could do a round of golf with friends.
Well, we're also going up. Yeah, 1 round. We could do that.
Let me see if he wants us to play. That might mean going back to Discord. So, thank you, Sarah. We may stick around for another round of golf with friends. Who knows? But have you saved this one? I was going to go ahead and close out Civ.
Oh, I did not save it. I'm sorry. Let me not end my turn. Unend my turn, and then I'll save it. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
normal.
I think he wants to do a round of it.
It is saved.
Save?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to exit that.
If he sets it up.
Hello?
Hey, sorry, I was trying to close the little talk window and I accidentally hung up.
Oh, okay. Well, shall we try going back to Discord?
Yeah. Goodbye, everybody.